What it do? It's your boy, Illuminated D. And you know what I'm saying? We back with another one. The first thing I want to do is thank you to everybody who's liked and commented. And to all the subscribers, Pops and I want to let you know how much we really appreciate you. For you to come and spend your time with us and to consume the content. While we understanding that you have busy lives, we want to thank you and bless. Well, family, today we had a video with Antoine Massey. This is one of the couple suspects that have broke out of prison, or supposedly claimed to have broken out of prison, and he made a statement that was so crazy. He said that he was let out of prison. Now, family, you know, we all know that the news is just one of those things like, can you really believe it? Because the news always gives one side of the story. So today we had a video where Buddy was saying that basically he got documentation stating that the things that they accused him of, he never did. And supposedly he's saying that he's a changed man and that they got him falsely victimized and falsely in prison. Well, family, let's go ahead and jump into this, and then we're going to react to it, all right?
Massey, I'm one of the ones that was let out of OJC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months, all right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany Jail here and St. Tammany Parish. There's two different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on second-degree kidnapping, second-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child, she's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that during the timing of the date, which was November the 10th of 2024. Okay, so I was in St. Tammany, right, and I was on a regular domestic charge, right. So they put a parole hold on me because I was on a domestic charge. So with that being said, is that once that occurred, and the charges was refused or whatever, they shipped me to Orleans Parish where I had more open charges. It was the theft of a motor vehicle and the domestic abuse, battery, involving strangulation. So once I got in Orleans Parish Jail, all right, I have from the district attorney's office, this woman who they say that I initially raped in another parish and in Orleans Parish is the same woman here. It's not different females, it's the same grown woman, not a child, a grown woman. Okay, she did the same thing in Orleans Parish, right? Correct. I'm about to show you how the system is corrupted. Okay, she did this, right? Saying all allegations against me is false, and she even saying it. You know, she let her know the truth that I never did this to her. I never hit her. I was nowhere around her. Nothing. She got mad and thought that I was dealing with another woman. That's why she did what she did to me. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too. Once I got into Orleans Parish, I was there for like a month or something like that. Okay, a lot went on as that time progressed. Okay, if you was an innocent person and you know the judges and DA know that this person is saying that all the charges that you're on that you did not do, why was you still in jail? Louisiana have the highest incarceration rate in the world for putting black people away. Yes, at the end of the day, In my younger life, I'm not gonna lie, I was causing problems. I was young. My daddy got killed when I was 7 years old. My mom had to raise 4 children by herself, so I had to find a way to try to help my mother. You feel what I'm saying? But as time went on, the person that I once was, I'm not that person today. That is not who I am. I have a 3-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old daughter that graduated yesterday, supposed to be. At the end of the day, that people don't understand that they see that I'm armed and dangerous. I have a heart. People that know me know that at the end of the day, I am a good person. So I'm asking for help from the world, from Meek Mills, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, Donald Trump. I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence while I was in Orleans Parish jail. They said that I broke out. I didn't break out. I was let out. My name is Antoine Massey. The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, how could I threaten you with a shank? You can't come around me. You're a maintenance. You cannot come on the tills without a deputy being behind you. Because if they just let you on the till, you could be persuaded to bring drugs or anything like that nature. So how can I threaten you to jail you? And why you didn't notify the people, the police, that if I did threaten you, you never did that. Like, you flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me. And I want to let the media know that from the straight tattoos in my face and things of that nature, of course they're going to believe Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that. But that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of the corruptedest jails. That in St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana. Why was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name. This is the charge, domestic abuse violation. This is about the shit in St. Tammany. Why was I in Orleans Parish? Why was I even in jail? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. And they have a lot more brothers that's innocent, just like me, that's trying to prove their innocence. That's why they ran. Jason Williams, the sheriff, Susan Hudson, these people are corrupted. These people was talking to St. Tammany and telling St. Tammany they gonna sentence me behind this, and telling St. Tammany if they can't get me, St. Tammany gonna get me. You see what I'm saying? Behind a woman that's a grown adult that never stated that I ever raped her. They have a detective that's over the case, that's trying to pursue charges on me because of my prior history. Who I was in the past is not who I am today. So I'm asking for the media. I don't even have a lawyer to help me. I'm asking for help. That's why I ran. You feel me? I'm a grown man. I have kids. I have a mother. I have a baby mother, a child, my children mother. Like it's a lot going on. And that's why I ran. I need help. You feel what I'm saying? Orleans Parish in St. Tammany is one of the corruptest parishes in the world. And I'm asking for help. It's a lot of corruption. It's jiggins. All type of stuff going on, and they covering it up. They don't care about nothing in the state of Louisiana. This is something that need to go under a federal investigation. What's going on? How they handling cases? Why Antoine Massey was in jail if the woman, the victim, the grown woman, not a child, the grown woman stated that he never raped her. He never beat her. He was nowhere in her presence. This is the affidavits on the date right here. This is the drop form from the district attorney office. This woman went did this. I didn't do this. Look, it's legally dated. So I'm asking, please, for help. Young Boy, Meek Mills, people, LBL. You know what I'm saying? People that been through the system that know it's corrupt. Lil Wayne, Donald Trump. Please, I'm asking for help. You know what I'm saying? When I get back in custody, I'm asking y'all, please, to come and help me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm asking the world. I'm letting y'all know I'm not a raper, man. I'm not none of that. None of that. I'm a good person. I am a father that want to be in my children's life. You know what I'm saying? I want to let the younger youth know that going down the route of trying to be a street person is not the route. That's what type of person I am. Yes, I was lied on. They made certain lie on me. All the guys they picked me for him to lie on. I'm not saying Sterling a bad guy, but why did you pick me to lie on, bro? It's bigger than Sterling. I don't know why they picked me for him to lie on, but I never threatened Sterling, ever. How could I threaten Sterling or hurt Sterling? He cannot come on a tip with me without a deputy being present. My name is Antoine Massey. I'm asking for help. I was one of the ones that was let out Orleans Parish Jail on May the 16th or May the 15th, 2025. So please, Meek Mills, Donald Trump, Lil Wayne, please help me. Lil Wayne, this is Big Antoine's son that's talking right now. I'm Lil Antoine. I was in your mama wedding when she married Rabbit. I was the ring boy, Lil Wayne. Please help me, bro.
Family, that's a lot of information to take in, ain't it? So he's claiming that the janitor, pretty much, right, told them that he held a knife to his neck and that pretty much he forced his way out of prison. Now, as we see on the news, right? So I'm taking everything in. I'm looking at it from all sides. I'm not picking sides. I'm an unbiased viewer in all of this. But from what we're looking at is he said that basically they let him out. That's crazy. He said that he was falsely accused. He's sitting right now in a very nice house. A very nice house. So my thing is looking like, you know what I'm saying, he living his best life. I mean, of course you got to stay in the crib, you got to stay put up, because if you come out, you know they going to get you. They going to get you. They going to get you because they looking for you. And you know the crazy part is people are making bets on this. You can actually bet. You can bet on it. And I'm not making a joke out of this. The crazy part is just the allegations. You know what I'm saying? The allegations of, you know, the crimes that they said that this man committed. And, you know, we have to start to ask ourselves, like, everybody deserves a second chance, right? Everybody deserves a second chance. But we have to ask ourselves also, are you a risk to the community? Because we see the paperwork, right? Don't necessarily even know if that's legitimate paperwork. I mean, the stamps look pretty legit. I'm not gonna lie. The stamps do look legit. But we look at the paperwork and we have to begin to ask ourselves, like, are you a risk to the community? Did you really commit the crimes? At the age that you commit the crimes, we got to look at your history. We got to look at the background, the reason and the things of why leading up to the crimes. But to be pardoned, you know, we all understand it. Man, everybody is damn near a victim to their community, a victim of their community, if it's not the right community. So the sad part about it is that we can't even begin to be upset at your upbringing. But when I start to look at how Obama says he made it out the trenches, you feel me? When I start to look at Meek Mill and all these influencers who made it out the trenches. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people did do things that they didn't get caught for. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's probably proud of their circumstances. Absolutely not proud of their past, but wanting to be a better individual. So we see you communicating that you want to be a better individual, but family, like, what do y'all really feel? Like, he's coming out here, he's pleading with the president, he's pleading with Lil Wayne, he's pleading with Meek Mill, he's pleading with all these different individuals who have been victims of, you know, their environment. I'll say victims to the mentality chaining of their environment. And we all understand how hard that is to get out. We all understand that. It's not easy. Especially when you're trying to break the chains when nobody else was able to break them for you. But the problem is, right, and the solution slightly from what we're seeing is that you're coming on here and you're pleading. Now you're not directly free, but you are in a more free stance to be able to communicate your circumstance. Now the question is family, like, does a lawyer actually take the case and present to help this man? And the truthfulness is really you can't trust anybody, because if you call the lawyer and somebody takes your case, you would have to turn yourself in order to even be able to appeal everything that's going on, or to at least go before a board. Because as soon as you tell them where you're at, as soon as you walk into that office, you got to understand that they gonna get you. So the internet is probably the best place to do it. You know what I'm saying? The best place to communicate your stance. And it's just sad to see another brother out here, another African American male that didn't have the right role models, didn't have the right community to put them in position up front. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep saying I'm so tired of seeing our African American men, our African American women, our African American children falling victim to the society and the cycle that was set up for us many hundreds of years ago. And understanding the whole dynamic of how slavery even came a point, because I'm not an activist, but understanding how slavery actually came into being, slavery was always a thing. It was just the direct community in the Americas that actually changed everything, changed the system and how it worked in order for African American individuals to be free. You know what I'm saying? So understanding how the cycle is, and understanding the upbringing, and understanding the educational system, and understanding that not everybody is afforded the opportunities to be the best individual that they can be up front. But it does start with us, and to be the change. And at some point you have to be the change. And it sounds like you want to be the change. It sounds like you want to be the change. But then the question is, are you a risk to the society? But it's just a question that I have personally. But who am I? I'm just a sideline viewer who's reacting to the content. But family, what do you say? Do you think that they should pardon this man? Do you think they should set this man free? Do you think that he really changed? Do you think that he's going to be a better man for his children? Or do you think as soon as he gets free, he's going to go and commit the same acts that he committed before? I'll let you be the judge to decide. Because we all want to be successful. We all want to be somewhere in life. But in order to do that, you got to do something that you ain't never done before. And that's the reason that we doing this right here, right now. Everybody be blessed. Be safe. We out. Peace.